Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the college move-in essentials and just things that I brought to move into my first year of college. Unless you think you're going to be cooking a ton in college, which probably isn't the case for freshmen since you have access to all of the dining halls, but I still brought a mug, a kettle, because whenever you want to have hot water or even ramen, plastic Tupperware. I also brought 2 tiny glass bowls that I could put in the microwave, a set of utensils, dishwash soap, and scrubber, Ziploc bags. You definitely need a Brita. I just filled it up from my sink in my bathroom, a Hydro Flask, a Yeti tumbler. You definitely need a shower caddy, especially if you're gonna be using a communal bathroom. Neosporin and Band-Aids, a loofah, Q-tips. I found it helpful just to have a ton of medium-sized towels. Soap, shampoo, conditioner, body wash, contact solution, and I also brought a hairdryer, straightener, and curler. You don't really need all those things, especially because I didn't end up using them usually, but it was just nice to have just in case. I also brought a desk mirror, rolling laundry hamper, which I thought was really helpful. A lot of people on my floor had backpacks. I think it just depends on your dorm situation because I had an elevator, so it was easy just to roll around. If you don't have an elevator, it would be kind of hard to get something like that, so I would recommend a backpack so you can go up and down the stairs. I use Tide Pods. Some people use just like liquid detergent and carried it around. That's just up to preference. Fabric softener sheets. I brought tape, scissors, sticky tabs, index cards, paper clips. I didn't even use all of that stuff because most of my notes were typed, but if you find that that's an effective way of studying for you, then I would for sure bring it. Stapler. You just put your papers in here and then you push this down really hard and then it just makes an indent so your papers stick together. It doesn't actually need to use like the metal staple, but the only thing is it doesn't work that well if it goes over 10 papers. I also brought 5 notebooks just in case I needed them for each class. Ended up not even using any of them. Graph paper, a couple folders, but I only really used one. I also did bring binders because I used them a lot in high school because you get a lot of handouts and worksheets. I didn't have to use binders at all, so I regretted bringing them. MacBook. I also, halfway through the year, I bought an iPad because I just think it's so much easier to carry that around versus a ton of notebooks. When I was taking notes during lectures, it's just easy to move around your notes to on like GoodNotes or whatever platform you use. Headphones, the Sony ones, my AirPods, and I also brought a calculator, but I never really ended up using it until second semester, so I think it just depends on what kind of classes you're taking and if they even allow you to have a calculator. For room decor, I brought a couple posters, photos of my friends, and a picture frame, battery starlights like fairy lights, and a mood lamp. I also had to purchase a humidifier on Amazon halfway through the year because I noticed I was getting really stuffy and it was really dry in my room. You definitely need outlet strips because there's not a lot of outlets in the dorm room, a Swiffer, and refills for the bottom of it. My room was hard floor, so we had a lot of dust pile up, an iron to steam my clothes, but I didn't end up using it because there's just not enough time in the day. Lint rollers, a couple boxes of Kleenex just in case, especially when you get sick during your freshman year, it's nice to have. For medicine, I brought Advil, Alka-Seltzer. For bedding, our school partners with Dormco, which is really helpful because you can purchase all your bedding stuff on there and then they'll deliver it right to your dorm even before you move in. Like it'll already be in there. I know a lot of universities partner with them, but if they don't, I would definitely plan on bringing your own sheets, a mattress topper because your mattress is not going to be the most comfortable, 2 pillowcases just in case, a comforter, and I also brought an electric heated blanket. I also did bring a couple stuffed animals just to make my bed a little more comfortable. I really just used a lot of big plastic bins that I got from IKEA, about this wide, and I usually kept a lot of my winter stuff in there because for me, I wasn't going to be going back home and grabbing my winter stuff. I got a 3-tier storage cart from the Container Store, so I had my bed and right next to it I had the 3-tier cart, and I usually put like my notebooks there that I wasn't using, an outlet strip to put all my chargers, the diffuser, my mood lamp. Definitely bring a shoe rack because the door handle hanger shoe cases, those get dirty. Velvet hangers that don't make your clothes slip. As for clothes, I was really worried that there wasn't going to be a lot of room, but I actually found that there was more room for me to bring more clothes. But I do recommend that you bring things that you think can go well with other things and things that aren't too hard to pair with one another, because there are definitely some clothes I neglected. Also, if you're going to a school where you'll be experiencing all 4 seasons, then I do recommend that even in the summer when you move in, that you bring a light jacket or even one winter jacket, because fall comes pretty quickly unless your parents or your family can bring that to you throughout the year. Boots are an essential, especially if you live somewhere where it snows. I also have a list of things that I brought but I ended up not using, so I just eventually just brought them home when I came back for the summer. But everything else I was able to keep on campus. A laptop stand that I bought from IKEA that you can leave on your bed and that lets you work on your bed, but I would never recommend that. And also I wasn't in my room enough to ever use that, so I brought that back. I also brought a wall clock. You most likely won't be able to put a nail through the wall, so I don't know why I brought that. For you guys who are going to college this fall, I hope you guys are excited, not too stressed. Enjoy your first college experience and moving in.